Hello all, welcome back to Shaving with Peg Legs. So happy to have you guys here. Yes, it's Thursday. I know I'm late in the videos, but I've had a flippin' cold, which I don't ever get sick. Last time I've had a cold was at least 10 years ago. And I don't ever get sick, but I did. And because I said I don't ever get sick, and I got sick. Of course, that happens. Yeah, I've had a cold, and I didn't want to try and do a video when I was coughing and hacking and everything, and I was so stuffed up, my voice was like, rah, rah, rah. Anyways, we're going to do a shave today. Both head and face. We're going to get it over with quick. The soap I'm using, Cryogen by Chiseled Face. And there's a reason I'm using Cryogen in December. It's because of the menthol. I don't have any Vicks Vapor Rub. I looked and I looked and I looked. I thought I did, but I don't. I have been using this, and if you're out of Vicks Vapor Rub and you have a mentholated soap, especially Cryogen, you can do this. I've been taking this and just rubbing, not pressing, just rub my finger over the top of the soap and rubbing it up in here and using it like Vicks Vapor Rub. I tried putting it here, but it wasn't as good as putting it right there. You can do that. I've been carrying this around in my pocket too to do it. So whenever I need, when my nose has been stuffed up, I've been using this to clear it. It's worked well. It's just as good as Vapor Rub. I also have the sample splash we're using today. I'm using my Q Shave stainless steel bowl. The lather's already whipped. I'm hoping I get enough for the head and face. Using my needs to be cleaned, aka Brushworx Never Alone2 brush, 24 millimeter. I think it's a CK5 knot or something like that. I can't remember. If you guys know what he put in there, let me know. I forget. And the razor today, as you can tell by the picture, I'm going to go ahead and use my toggle. I haven't used it in a while. See, toggle, you shoot, and it opens up for easy and quick blade changes. We're using a Gillette Platinum on its third use. Let's see, and you just and lock it down. And we're using it on, if you can see, setting 5 for the head. So let's get on with this. So we can get out of here. I gotta go see Mom. Today's big discussion day. She's gonna have to go to an ALF. It looks like her body cannot hold energy. She's weak all the time, and I cannot. We don't have the money to have a nurse here all the time, 7 days a week. For an insurance company only pay for 2 days a week. She needs help in and out of the bathroom. She needs help getting dressed. She needs help to take a shower. She needs help with everything. And I can't shower my own mother. It's just, you can't do it. Sorry. Maybe a girl could, but I can't. I just can't shower my own mother. I can do everything else to a point, but I can't do that. So we're thinking, but she's absolutely opposed to it. She wants to come home, but she's so weak. I don't know if she can get up the stairs to get in the house. Anyways, 2 passes today on the head. So I'm dealing with that. Gotta go deal with that today. But what I really want to talk about today is, if you are in the United States, I urge you, I beg of you to get at least 2 months supply of food in the house. Canned stuff, whatever. If you've got a generator, you can get frozen. But get some canned food, some bottled water. Get whatever you need. Get at least a 2 month supply for your family. Get it stocked up soon. I was reading a report that they estimate, because they have no proof, but they estimate there's tens of thousands of military age young men of Arab descent in this country right now that have snuck over the southern border. Well, they didn't really have to sneak since it's wide open, but they did. They're saying there's tens of thousands of Chinese, undocumented Chinese military-age men have come into the country with the open border. They're saying there's tens of thousands, if not millions, by this point. Or hundreds of thousands, I should probably say. But they said millions. Of South American young men from left-leaning countries in South America of military age that have come into this. Nobody's bringing women and children with them. These are all just young men of fighting age. And the Arabs and the Chinese that are coming in are going not individually to this place, that they're going in large numbers, large groups to a city, to this city, to that city, to the other city. Large groups of them, so that they can coordinate with each other when it's time. They will knock out our power systems, they will knock out our communications, and they will disrupt our distribution network. So if you want food when all this breaks down, you better have it on hand. Don't be relying on the government to come in with FEMA, because they're going to be too busy trying to quell all this other stuff. Not going to happen. Whew, my head is chilly. But I was mixing the soap up, the bathroom filled up with the menthol, and my nose is clearing again, so it's good. But anyways, please stock up on food. Minimum food, water, medical supplies if you need it, just bandages and whatnot, aspirin, ibuprofen, Tylenol, whatever you stock up on that stuff. Have a 2-month supply. If you've got meds that you need to take, try and get extras. Try. Ask the doctor. Whatever you can do. If you're getting 30-day supplies, try and get 90-day supplies if you can afford it. I know that stuff's expensive, but try and get what you can get. And if you can't, go on Google and look up, for every pharmaceutical drug you have, there's a natural herb out there that does the same thing. Okay? And that's where they get their ideas or whatever to make the medical version, the pharmaceutical version. Like cinnamon. You can get cinnamon pills, 1,000 milligram. They're good for lowering sugar. There's lots of things good for lowering sugar. But get what you can get. There's herbs out there that help blood flow and help lower blood pressure if you have high blood pressure. Cayenne pepper pills. Cayenne pepper pills, yes. Or just take cayenne. A teaspoon of cayenne in a glass of warm water with a little bit of honey. Or lemon, or honey and lemon. Both are good for you too. Will help lower your blood pressure. If you drink a cup of that every day, it will help lower your blood pressure. It might even get you off any blood pressure medication you're on. And it's happened to a lot of people. So I'm saying there's a lot of natural herbs and, well, even spices, I guess, out there that will help you if you can't get your meds. So just research that stuff. Look it up. Just type into Google natural herb for whatever your condition is, and it'll pop up. Setting 5 was pretty good, guys. I'm pretty clean. I just want to hit this area back here again, that's all. Chiseled Face is good, so it doesn't get enough play on YouTube. Guys don't use it enough because they're always doing the latest, greatest soap that came out by whoever. But Chiseled Base has a great base. To me, they have great scents because I like the darker stuff anyways. This is not one of my favorites. You guys know I'm not a meth head. I don't do menthol. Menthol. I don't do menthol. Not my favorite. But I am sick and I need to get my nose cleared. So that's why I'm doing menthol. That was a pretty good head shave. Alright, let's get on to the face. Well, let's finish the head. What do you think? Let's finish the head. Ooh, my head's cold. It almost feels like it's burning. Stuff. I'm getting nothing. Not a tingle from the alum. Nothing. Yeah, it didn't need it. That, to me, this, if you're gonna pour one, this one, I got this one without a box, so I got it cheap. If you can get one with a box, they're like over $1,000 with all the paperwork in the box. This one was without a box. I got it relatively cheap. I think $350 or something, $270, something like that. This is probably the best adjustable Gillette made. It's better than a Fat Boy. It's better than the Slim. It is really, really good razor. I like that one a lot for an adjustable. Okay, so I got menthol and alum on my head, right? But the alum didn't do anything. Okay, let's go to the Dickinson's Witch Hazel. So let's just get the head done with. Be over with it. But again, something's going to happen shortly. And let me tell you my prediction on that. Chiseled Face Cryogen sample aftershave. I ain't got my glasses on. I'm trying to find a hole. Put some hair around it, I'll find it. Ooh, doggies. Ooh. I'm going to use the Nivea Men Creme today. Ooh. Knocked over my little sample. That's what it looks like. Just that much. That's all you need. Well, that's all I need. I don't like that heavy, greasy feeling of balms if I use too much. It's good for the skin after you shave. It really is. There we go. Ooh, still feels like it's burning, but it's cold. Alright. Face shave. Here we go. Let me get my... Ooh, this is warm. Borderline hot. I've got it on my coffee cup warmer. Yes, I painted my nose on purpose. So deal with it, okay? I know it's going to irritate some people. Look at that spot on his nose. Wipe it off. Alright, I'll wipe off the top. But it's helping me. Alright, still setting 5. We're going to go 5 all the way. Alright, what I was saying. All this is going to happen, and if you're not in the United States, please heed this, because it won't happen in your country probably, but if they disrupt the United States distribution network. If they disrupt it, it will affect the shipment of food everywhere in the world. Okay? So you should still be stocking up and have at least 2 months of food also, because you don't know what's going to happen. I always recommend that people have 2 months of food on stock anyways, just in case. Natural disasters, whatever. Because you just never know. And it's always good policy to be prepared. Whew. Look at myself? You don't know it? Or is it just a red spot? I haven't got my glasses on to see. We'll find out later. Find out when we hit it with the alum, won't we? But anyways, I predict that this stuff will all happen before United States 20... Yeah, I cut myself. I could feel it with the soap hit it. Wow. Okay. It's fine. Will happen before the 2024 election in this country. It will happen before then. Because even if the Orange Man goes to jail, he will still be elected. So many people are mad at this guy that's in office right now. So many people are pissed off. The ones that voted for him are pissed off. And those that voted from the grave are pissed off. There's no way he gets reelected. Not with what he's done to the country. Can't happen. Last election, there's like 130 million out of 330 million people in this country. There's only like 130 million that are registered to vote. Okay? And like, there was 150 something ballots cast. 150 some million ballots cast out of 130 million voters. Okay, so we all know the fix is in. So that would be the only way he wins again, and if that happens again, there will be a reckoning. They can only push people so far before they get pissed off with it. Okay, that's just a fact. You can only push people so far in any country, any environment, before they get mad and say enough is enough. I cut myself pretty good, didn't I? Oh, it's all right. That's normal for me, isn't it? Bloody shave. So anyways, this will happen before the 24 election. Because they don't want Orange Man back in office. Because if martial law is declared, there's no election. Okay? The election is canceled. And they don't want to do any of that crap when Orange Man's in office. Because he will absolutely turn the U.S. military loose on the United States streets, which you're not supposed to do, but he'll do it anyways. And they'll go nuts. And also what's going to happen, if it does happen, if they do start doing that shit, was it Yamamoto, Japanese general, World War II, or admiral, that said you cannot invade the United States because there'd be a rifle behind every blade of grass? You will see that come to life. Every Muslim community will be obliterated. Every Chinese community would be obliterated. People without that have come to the country from South America illegally will be obliterated. If anything like that happens, United States citizens are fed up. You can only push them so far. and they will rise up. And they are not gathering or communicating on the internet. You won't find anything like that on the internet. And the ones you do find are being monitored by the government, infiltrated by the government, and all of them will be arrested eventually. Because a lot of people don't think the internet came around in the 80s. The internet's been around since the 1960s, guys. It was designed, developed, and instrumented by the U.S. military for faster, better communications. Transferring orders and commands faster. That's why the internet was built. Then they expanded it to science, to scientists, so they could exchange knowledge more easily and quickly. And now it is what it is today. But everything on the internet in the United States is monitored by the government. Everything. So they cannot communicate their little American cells or little militias on the internet. Because they're all infiltrated by government agencies, and they're all monitored. I know how these guys are communicating without the government monitoring it. I know how they are. I'm not going to say it here so the government starts doing it, but I know how they are communicating. And there are U.S. cells of patriots who are waiting, ready and waiting to take action. I know it. Don't ask me how, but I know it. Okay? But I do know. And it will happen if shit kicks off. But, as I was saying, I just want everybody to prepare. It's not that close. Alright, what we're going to do. I just want you all to be prepared. Get your food in stock, because if something happens here, it will severely interrupt the flow of food worldwide. I'm going to do another pass on setting 9, because this is just not close enough for me. I know this video is going to run long. I'm sorry. And I didn't cut myself enough, so let's go with setting 9. Let's really open that shit up. Let's get some real blood, huh? Mucho better. Oh, in April, I think it's the 24th, if I remember correctly, there's going to be a movie coming out called Civil War. And it's about U.S. citizens rising up against the government in a civil war. There's supposed to be a Texas-California coalition, which that'll never freaking happen. But anyways, and they suffered a major defeat fighting U.S. military forces, which won't happen either, because understand something, guys. Most of the patriots in this country that are ready to do that are ex-military themselves, and the ones that aren't are being trained by the ex-military guys. They are going to be a capable fighting force. But in this movie, there's a scene, they showed a trailer online. Look it up. See if you can look it up on YouTube. It's called Civil War. Type in Civil War trailer. They asked the president how he felt about bombing U.S. cities. Really? You bomb U.S. cities? But in this movie, you can guarantee, because it's Hollywood and it's being promoted This is how bad things are. The government, you just know it is. The government asked Hollywood to make this movie, to promote this movie, to get it out there, where the government wins the Civil War. And they didn't do it to try and influence the Patriots, because the Patriots know better. But they did it to influence those people that are sitting on the fence. They don't know which way they would want to go if it happened. They're trying to influence them to say that if you take up arms against the U.S. government, you'll lose. That's who they're trying to influence. Because I guarantee you in this movie, the government comes out the winner. You got to remember, even if ordered, there are a lot of U.S. soldiers that will not fire on U.S. citizens. They will leave the military and they will join the other side. They will not fire on U.S. citizens. Why do you think that they have replaced all the leaders, generals, admirals of the military forces with all these woke assholes? One of them runs around dressed as a woman in a frickin' dress and a wig. Okay? They have removed all the guys that would be loyal to U.S. citizens and put all these guys that are in favor of woke policies, where men are women and women are men, and you can dance half naked in front of little kids in schools. And these are the idiots that they put in charge of the military now. Why do you think they did this? Because those guys have no qualms about shooting U.S. citizens or giving the orders to do so. Oh, my nose is clearing up. Thank you. That's why they put them in there. Alright, alum stick. Okay. That 9 pass, I'm clean now. BBS was 3 passes on the 5 and 1 pass on the 9 did it. And I'm a little bloody. I did that on a 5. Can you believe that? Yeah, you can, because it's my channel. And I bleed all the time. But yeah, that's why they put all those guys in charge of the military. Because they're in favor of the woke policies. They will fire on U.S. citizens. They will give the orders. They have no qualms about doing that. So, look up the trailer on YouTube. Civil War trailer. Civil War dash trailer. Look that up on YouTube. You'll see it. I think it's April 24th. It's coming out. I got tingles all on my face except for this. This was about a 3.5 or so. It wasn't that bad. I can reach it. I keep it right here in case I forget. My Parasso Styptic Gel. This stuff's great. Except the hole's so small, clogs up. You got to take a toothpick and it dries up in the hole. Had that problem before too, haven't we, guys? I just spread some of that on there. That'll be good. Alright. Dickinson's Witch Hazel. And now, Chiseled Face sample. Yes, I shot it right up my nose on purpose. Breath. And Nivea cream again. That much. We're good. Nice clean shave. Sorry this video's so long, guys. Yeah, I'm almost at 30 minutes. Alright guys, I'm going to sign off. Stock up. Please stock up. Get some food in the house for your family. Shit's going to hit the fan before this election in 2024. I just feel it in my bones. It only makes sense. If you think about it, it only makes sense. They don't want to do it while Orange Man's in there. They want to do it while this Yahoo's in office because he won't do shit. And the reason he's got all these woke admirals and generals in there is so that they will fire on U.S. citizens who do something. It's crazy. The world's gone to shit. Every country's got their problems. We've all got leaders in charge that are just worthless pieces of shit, as all politicians are. We'll go into that another day, okay? But you know what I'm talking about. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You see it every day. You deal with it every day. And it's frustrating how our countries have changed to the way they have. We never thought this was possible, and it's here. It's come to us. This is George Orwell's 1984. That's what they're getting to. It's insane. And as the Communist Manifesto said, you cannot conquer the United States militarily. You have to do it from inside. Guess what, guys? Guess what? Alright. Anyways, stock up on food. Please. Food, water, medicine. Get what you can. If you can get ammunition and firearms, please do so. I beg of you, protect your families. Because the shit is coming. There's just too many people from other countries that hate the United States, creeping across our border. Men of military fighting age coming in across our southern border by the thousands. Every week, thousands of them come in. So please, take care of yourselves out there. Stock up. Do what you can. I thank you for watching, listening to my rambling and rants. I'm just here to give you information while I shave. Alright? More styptic on that. Anyways, guys, thank you very much. I do have an affiliate link for the razor company, so if you're going to buy from the razor company, please consider using it. That money goes into an account. When that account hits $25, I get a gift card to the razor company, give it back to you guys in the form of a giveaway. Because you use the link, you get the monies. I don't. It's always been that way, always will be. Please don't forget the 4 channels I put. Bother my eyes, I'm blinking a lot. The mental. Please don't forget to check out the 4 channels I put in the description box. All those guys are under 1,000 subs. Some of them are pretty close to 1,000. So please give them a sub and a like. Let's help them raise their numbers. I'm sure they would appreciate it. Thank you very much for being here listening to me. And with that, I will say, enough of the babbling fat guy in the camera. You're in a chair next. Happy shaves out there, guys.